Okay.
Good afternoon. It's 5 o'clock. We are at the Potomac Curling Club in Laurel, Maryland for our annual Potomac Juniors Bonspiel. This is draw number 4, Saturday afternoon. We have 4 games going on this afternoon. Your commentators, I'm Mike Steele.
And I'm Laura Weiss.
And we have 2 video streams going today, if you're new to watching our video during this Bonspiel. But we only have 1 audio feed. So the main video feed is going to be the games on sheets B and C, which is on sheet B we have Fear the Sweeping Angels versus the Philly Dream Team. On sheet C we have Team Stilp versus the Sigma Moggers. On the other stream we have sheets A and D. Sheet A is going to be our developmental bracket, the Spooky Sweepers of the Haunted Houses versus Team Potomac 3. Those are both developmental teams from here, young players here at Potomac Curling Club. And on sheet D, it's Team Carlson versus Team Davis.
We will probably not be commentating too much on A or D.
We won't talk too much about A and D, but you're going to hear our voices if you're listening to the A and D live stream. So you're going to hear us talking about B and C even on that other stream. Maybe you want to mute us. Maybe you don't want to hear about what action's going on in the other game that you're not actually watching.
It's true, but maybe they want to keep us on because we're highly entertaining people and they're paying us a ton of money, which is Rice Krispie treats.
We had a 2-hour break between games.
They gave us a union break.
We went out for coffee, so we're highly caffeinated now and ready to go.
The reason we're actually going to be commentating on B and C is that is where we are sitting, right behind B and C, so we can see. And as you're looking at your screen, you might be noticing B and C getting ready to go. They are just taking a few practice runs, and it looks like on sheet C, Sigma Moggers is going to be throwing the first stone. It looks like it's going to be our yellow, and he is going to be throwing lead. And Sigma Moggers team, we have Charlie, John, George, and Zach. They're playing against Team Stilp, who we just saw play at the 1 o'clock draw this afternoon. Fresh ice, everything ready to go. Throws the first shot.
And they're off already.
League play is 2 hours and 10 minutes. So we want to make sure that everybody at home knows that. They have 2 hours and 10 minutes to play. They also can end a game by a handshake if they like, if they've got enough of a point spread that it's clear that there's one winner over the other and that they don't have enough time left to add any more points. And we have seen teams that could end on a handshake, but they want more practice, so they keep going. We also have teams that have ended by getting to the end of their ends. So every team has either 2 hours and 10 minutes to play, or they get to the end of 8. So it is 8 ends that they're playing. Our very beginners in our developmental league on A, they will not be playing 8. As we saw last night, they played 6, and they still finished after everyone else. So pacing is a big part of this. So some teams can get all 8 in, some cannot. And so we have on sheet C already a nice hit from Stilp to get the yellow out of the house. No guards yet on that side. Sheet B has a nice guard out in front. Philly Dream has a nice guard, and Sweeping Angels on sheet B is a little bit heavy there, goes right through to the end. So for any of you that are unfamiliar with curling, we're going to do our best to go through what you're seeing. So we do have really neat tool today to use our telestrator.
Also, if you're watching the BC game, feel free to put questions in the chat, and we'll answer them when we have lulls in the action. Unfortunately, I can't watch both the chats for both feeds at once, so I'm watching the BC chat. in that
really
draw
nice.
if you want to ask questions.
Nice guard. So on sheet B, we have 2 stones. Now every team is going to get to throw 8 stones each end. They take turns, so the leads throw 2 rocks, and the second player on each team throw 2. The vice throws their 2, and then the skip, who is at the end right now for each team, they will throw the final 2 rocks. Right now, you see the Sweeping Angels. Our skip is holding his arm out to the side. He's indicating how he wants that rock to spin. Looks like he wants to bring up a guard. It feels a little light, though. Is it going to make it past the hog line? Yes. All right. So they also put up a nice guard in the front. So I'm going to actually ask Mike, can you show us what the hog line is? This is a really important line that our stones need to get across the line in order to be in play. So we're going to show you on the screen what inbound rocks are going to look like. So can you just, let's see, show you on.
Sure, I'll draw here. This is the hog line, this dark blue line at the bottom of the screen.
Nope, it's not on the bottom of the screen. It's on the bottom of your screen.
Oh, it's on the bottom of my screen. It's on the top of your screen.
No, it's not on my screen.
Oh, it's not showing up.
You got to make it happen. Nope.
Well, maybe the telestrator's broken.
It was helpful earlier to demonstrate, so. Now on sheet C, we've got 1 in the house, and they're gonna, looks like, try and throw their second stone, maybe to be a guard or to get the second one in the house as well. And it's a little heavy. It's gonna go all the way to the back of the house. So over on sheet C, Sigma Moggers, their skip was just able to sweep that rock out. Once the rock goes past the center, which is the T line, right in the center of what would be called the button or the target, they are allowed to sweep that rock to help encourage their opponent's rock to go out, but they're not allowed to sweep it until that point.
And only 1 player can sweep once the stones are past the T line.
That's right. So over here on sheet B, really, really nice placement for Sweeping Angels. They get the red rock right behind the Philly Dream Team's guards.
And in complete contrast on sheet C, completely empty house, no guards.
No guards, that's right.
Once that first stone went into the house, they just started hitting back and forth. And with no guards, they are probably going to continue. One team will put something in the house, and the other team will hit it out.
So if you're just joining us, this is the Potomac Curling Junior Bonspiel in Laurel, Maryland. And this is the day 2, draw 4. The youth here, we have primarily mixed age groups here, some in-house Potomac curlers, some from other states that are here today competing. All of our curlers have had a really awesome weekend. Lots of really great prizes ahead for them. The prizes are given out tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock after they've played many games this weekend. And thanks to some of our Potomac curlers here, we have some really awesome donations of prizes. They've also been really supportive of this whole weekend with volunteers in the kitchen, volunteers bringing desserts, helping with the warm room. It's been a really wonderful turnout of Potomac curlers supporting our
Yeah,
youth.
this club really does turn out the volunteers to help with events here. We host a number of Bonspiels during the year, and everybody comes out or donates baked goods, donates prizes for the raffle. Really a great community here at Potomac Curling Club. Hey, did we introduce ourselves this game?
Yeah, I think so. I'm Laura Weiss.
I'm Mike Steele, just in case.
And
I am here. I'm not talking much because I'm running the technical side too, trying to figure out the telestrator. But I am still here.
We do want to be able to draw pictures to explain what we're looking at. But just in case you are tuning in late, we are not actually commentating on all 4 sheets, even though there are 4 simultaneous games going on at once right now. You may be tuned in to only 1 game, but we are commentating on B and C, and our voices are going to actually be broadcast.
Look at that rock on sheet B, right to the button.
So our voices will be aired on all 4 sheets, but we're only actually going to be able to be commentating on B and C. We're right behind those 2.
Sheet B has a nice setup of a 4. They've got 4 guards. They've got 2 in the house, maybe even a back biter at the back of the house, which is the top of your screen. Sheet C, on the other hand, still a completely clean house.
And
both teams taking turns.
I think that's going to change, though. They look like they might get 1.
They'll get 1.
All right. Well,
but still 4 rocks to throw, so will it stay?
Looks like
Sigma Moggers are going to line up to hit that one right back out.
So one thing you are going to see is the sweepers are walking with their rocks. Really what gauges the speed of that rock is how fast they're walking along. That really tells them how fast the rock is traveling. So they're going to walk along with their rock. They're going to call down to their skip at the very end, which is the target area or the house. And they're going to let that skip know how fast that rock is traveling so that the skip can decide whether or not that rock is holding the line well or if they need to sweep. Now, one thing that you should talk about, Mike, is what's going on with these calls. So there are a couple of different places that they might call to put a rock, right? Sometimes it's a guard, which means out in front. And typically teams want to have a guard because it helps protect a rock that is closer to the target, because you only get a point if your rock is the closest.
Yes. But you still want to place some guards, usually at the beginning of the end. You want to place some guards in that white area between the hog line at the bottom of your screen and the top of the rings. Those guards, you place them at the beginning, and then you can curl the rock around them to hide to prevent hits and protect your scoring rocks later in the end.
So it's like chess.
The teams on sheet B are demonstrating that nicely. The teams on sheet C have no guards. They have just been trading hits the whole end.
So you can use your rocks as guards. You can use your rocks to protect your rocks. You can also, it makes it harder for the other team to sneak in there, and it looks like that's a prime example of that. So it's really hard to go after that Philly Dream Team's yellow rock in the center of sheet B, because that red rock has to curl in, and there are some guards in the way that make that angle really tricky.
That last rock that they put right at the top of the house is just covering up about 50% of the rock that's in the house. Makes it a little bit harder to hit.
Another thing that's tricky is that behind that yellow rock in the center is a red rock for Sweeping Angels that is kind of serving as a back of the house protector there, so that if it runs up against that red rock just outside of the house in the back, that yellow might not go out completely. So it's serving to protect them now. Now I'm looking at this yellow rock coming down now for sheet B, Philly Dream Team. Lighter, and it might be he wants a guard to protect his stone. It's going to hit his own guard. And, yep, he gets the roll in. Now they have 2 in the center over on sheet B. They're sitting really, really good. They're sitting 2 over on sheet C. We have 1 yellow rock in the house, and we have 1 more stone to throw. So each time, whichever team has the advantage gets to throw the last rock. So right now, over on sheet C, they have the final rock, which is called hammer. If they score and they have the point at the end of the round, hammer will switch to the other team. So whichever team has the advantage at the end of the round, that will go to the other opponents. So as of now, red is going to throw their final stone, and it looks like they're going to go right after this yellow, right in the center, and see if she can get it. Straight shot down. It's got a lot of speed. Does she have the line?
They bounced one yellow out.
She's got to hang out. It's got to stay. It's a little off. And that's a 0. So no points on the board for either team. That's an awesome first end. Both teams, no score.
So when there is no score in the end, and that means
hammer stays, yeah?
Hammer stays with red. Was it red that had hammer?
Yep.
They threw the last rock?
Yep.
They did not put the hammer sign up on the board.
Well, we also have over on sheet B, we are not done. We have 2 more rocks to throw. Yellow is throwing its final stone.
And
so
they have 2 rocks right in the middle of the house. Well,
really well placed and really well guarded.
There is a hit path. They may be trying to put a guard right in the middle of that gap to protect their rocks right now.
It's got a curl. It's slowing down.
It's slowing down, but it's slowing down nicely. It needs to curl. It needs to come back towards the center line to be useful. And it looks like it's going to do that.
Yep. Really nice.
Right into the third rock, right into the center there.
Wow.
A really well-placed hit. You could get 2 of those rocks to go. It'd be hard to get all 3.
Over on sheet C, looks like we're going to try again with our lead, throwing some guards and too heavy. So in the beginning of every game, the ice, new ice will start out slower. And so all of the teams are trying to get used to the speed of the ice. It will change throughout the game. Right now it's slow, and we're going to watch it slowly speed up. And so everyone's kind of gauging how the ice is behaving, and every game is unique. Here we go, final throw for Sleeping Angels. They have hammer. Looks like a really heavy throw, trying to get all of these out of the center. And he gets, let's see, that's 2.
Contact, but didn't get all of them out.
That's 2. So because yellows, 2 of them are the closest to the center, yellow will get 2 points for that round, and red will not get anything. Whichever rock is the closest to the center is the one that gets the score. If you have 2 that are closest to the center, you'll get 2, 3, and so forth. Over on sheet C, looks like we have 1 in the house, and
still no guards on sheet C, so they're maybe just going to trade hits again.
Here. It looks like he's asking for the hit. Yep.
But he's asking for a lighter weight hit with his broom that far away from the rock, which means that they're hoping that they make the hit, right? And they want their rock to stick around and not shoot out on its own.
Which might happen. It's a little heavy.
It's a little off to the side, though, but
yeah, he got it.
Yep, it's going to stick around.
So
there's different hits that you can make. You can make a really heavy means really fast hit, and in that case, a lot of times, both the rock that you're trying to hit and the rock that you just threw are going to pop out with a lot of force. But you can also throw a little bit lighter but still strong, and we call that maybe bumper weight or hack weight. And when you make that hit, you can still move the other rock out of the house, but maybe your rock has a better chance of hanging around and counting.
Okay, over on sheet B, we've got a nice guard put up almost on the center line.
Just over the center line, still a really useful guard.
Center line is a really great place to be. If they actually get onto the center line, they are not allowed to hit that rock. Kind of hard to see from our angle, but all of the rocks are curved on the side, so they really have to walk over and look from the top down at the rocks to see where they are placed. Sometimes from your angle at home, it looks like the rock is out, and just a smidge of the edge of the rock will be over the line, and so they will get the edge of it. Looks like this red rock is also coming in.
Yep. So because Philly Dream Team scored with the yellow rocks in the last end, now Sweeping Angels will have the hammer. They'll have the last shot in this end. And what you saw right there was the no-tick rule. Because that yellow stone is touching the center line, you're not allowed to move it off the center line.
That's right. So even if at home it looked like it wasn't, it was the curve
You can't
of
always
the
tell
rock.
from our camera angle
So
above the ice.
They're talking about it right now.
So yeah, when a rock's on the center line, you're supposed to chip it. They're supposed to remove that red rock from play also. I'm not sure why they left it on the ice.
And again, we did have a question earlier. Are there referees?
There are no referees.
Are no referees.
It is self-policed.
So it's a mutual agreement on the rules. They can consult the rule books if they want to. But similar to the way that the best
Spirit of curling,
yes,
that's the culture that we have.
Good sportsmanship.
You call your
Good
own fouls on yourself if you mess up.
Oh, yes.
Everybody does.
Oh, almost gets it out over there. I think they still maybe have a piece of it. I can't quite tell from our angle here on sheet C.
That rock is, that new rock that they put in the house, very nicely right behind the guard.
Yeah, amazing. So a guard is really useful in protecting that yellow rock in sheet B. Philly Dream Team has placed it there. Now you're allowed to hit your own rocks. That is one strategy. She's walking with the rock. They are trying to gauge the speed. They're going to
not sweeping. They might think it's too
heavy.
fast.
It does look a little heavy. But
we saw in the last games a lot of teams were throwing very heavy draws. A lot of rocks sliding all the way through the house. But no, it's going to land there. They kick the yellow rock out to the side. I think yellow rock is still closer to the button. But they made a nice play on it.
So here we are. This is sheet C. Really nice rock coming in here. Each rock, as it's coming down, they can either throw clockwise or counterclockwise. That rotation will determine the curl of the rock. They will arc in. None of the rocks are going to go perfectly straight. A faster rock, however, will
Oh, hey, Telstrator
less.
just worked.
Yay! So we can show them now what's inbounds. That's great. So earlier I was talking about the hog line. They have to get all their stones past the hog line. Can you show them where that is?
Now we can see the hog line.
Hooray.
It's this, whoa.
No, that's
not.
We are professionals. We know what we're doing.
There's your hog line up there at the top.
That's a fair.
This is the T line, horizontal through the center, and this is the back line at the back of the house.
And then there's the two on the side.
So to be in play,
right?
For a rock to be in play, it has to be fully over the hog line at the top of the screen, and at least a piece of it needs to be in play at the back line.
Can it be touching?
It can be touching. Touching is still in bounds.
And how about on the sides?
On the sidelines, those red sidelines, any rock that touches the sidelines is out of play.
So even a piece of it.
Yes.
And one thing that is really difficult to see at home, the ice, as they are throwing, they have about 12 feet to work with in what you see as a target we call the house. And there are different places that the sweepers are calling down to the skip that they think the rock is going to stop. So earlier, if you tuned in earlier, we were showing you that they may be calling out numbers. You may be hearing them call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to show you where those places are that...
I'll show you on sheet B here. So 1, 2, 3 are going to be guards. 1 is about here, 2 is in the middle, 3 is going to be kind of tight to the house. The house, each of these circles, the house is 12 feet across. So the blue, we call that that's the 12-foot circle.
Really nice hit there.
The white is the 8-foot circle, but we're going to keep our numbering 4, 5, 6. 6 is the red is a 4-foot circle. This little white X circle in the middle, that's called the button, or the T line runs through it. T line is 7. Back of the 4 foot is 8. Back of the 4 foot is 8. Back of the 8 foot is called 9. Back of the 12 foot is called 10. And then this is the back line. So when you hear calling out numbers about where the sweepers think the rock is going, that's the numbers that they're calling out, 1 through 10. That's their estimate of where they think that rock is going to go.
So
Sheet B, yellow's got 2 rocks in the side of the house still.
a little bit of a guard out in front by Sleeping Angels. They look farther away at home. That guard is definitely right in the line of sight of the person that's going to be throwing right now. This is Corinne throwing for Sweeping Angels on sheet B, and it looks like they are hoping for it to. I don't think they want it to hit this guard.
Yeah, it's going to.
But it might roll. I don't think that's
roll
what
back
she
towards
wanted.
the middle.
And out of bounds.
Out of bounds. All right.
So one thing we do look for plan A, B, C, D. So, it doesn't always work out what you're trying to throw. And so that was.
But as a skip, if you think about it, what's going to happen here, sometimes you can set up a throw where, yes, there's plan A, but if you miss, there's still a good plan B. A good skip will look for plan A, plan B, talk about what the good miss is versus the bad miss. Over on sheet C, there's just 1 rock. That yellow rock down there in the bottom corner is still in play, but it's not touching the house, so it's not going to count for scoring. Once again, the teams on sheet C are playing very clean, empty house. They may be playing to blank the end again.
So we did talk earlier about the Olympian that came in that was talking about plan A, B, C, and D.
Yes, we had 2018 gold medalist John Landsteiner came to our club last weekend. He did a youth clinic in the morning and an adult clinic in the afternoon. Everybody learned a lot from him. He was the lead on that 2018 team and many other teams that went to the Olympics and national championships. And he talked about front-end skills and coached people on their delivery, coached people on their sweeping technique, gave a really good presentation about sort of the psychology of playing lead during a game and how important the lead is and the lead's role in team communication. Really a great presentation. And those clinics, we raised $3,000 for our club's floor fund. We're hoping to do major renovation at the club, get a concrete floor under our ice and do some renovations to the warm room wall that looks out over the ice next summer.
We are still raising money. Yep.
He signed a broom, signed a jersey that we're raffling off tonight to raise more money for that. If you'd like to contribute to the club, curldc.org. You can. We have a donation link right at the top.
Or if you're one of the millions of people that are watching and you have a small business and you'd like for us to boost your business, you can.
We have sponsorship opportunities also on our website.
You can put your ads on our ice. You may see overhead there's some ads on our ice right now from businesses in the area.
Between games, we went out for coffee, but we're not going to say where we went for coffee because we don't have a sponsorship deal with any local coffee shops.
Yeah, we're looking.
We're looking for sponsorships.
But
you can work out a deal to bring coffees to the webcast commentators as part of your promotion.
That's right. It is to your benefit when we're caffeinated. I do promise that.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we going to get the
sheet C. Are they going to make the hit?
Oh,
slides past.
Slides right through.
So Team Stilp with 1 in the house already. And looks like the last rock of the end coming up. They're going to try and get 2.
So there are 4 people on our team. The teams are coming from all over. Some are from here in Potomac. They're just different.
Oh, very nice shot on sheet B.
Wow.
She just tapped it off the side of that red and the right side of the house, rolled right to the button.
Really nice.
Really fancy in-off hit and roll there.
Schuyler's hit. I think I saw her make that face earlier. She had she had a shot like that earlier today. It's always fun when everything goes to plan, or
it's even more fun when that wasn't the plan and it works out that way to your advantage.
You go, oh yeah, I was planning that the whole time, everybody. Those are the most beautiful shots.
Sheet C, last rock coming in.
Oh, weird.
No sweep. They're hoping that it will slow down in time to either stop or catch a piece.
Oh, nope.
No, the opposing skip is going to sweep it through, so that's going to be one for Team Stilp.
One for Team Stilp. So that means then Hammer will go to Sigma. Sigma will now have the final throw in the next round for end number 3.
And clean up the rocks.
Great hit over here on Philly Dream Team.
So that really nice shot from the last one is now gone.
So again,
Philly's got 2 rocks counting on the right side. There's no guard over there. There's an open hit, but it looks like Sweeping Angels are going to try and draw down into it instead. They're going to try and put their own rock right there in the 4-foot ring. We're up to Skip's rocks, but this is the first of 2 rocks from Trey Casabianca, the skip of Sweeping Angels.
So if you're unfamiliar with the terminology, the skip is the last person on a team of 4 to throw.
Skip holds the broom and calls the strategy and calls the sweep on or off for all the other players. And then for rocks 7 and 8, the skip goes to the other end, throws their own rocks, and the vice skip, who throws third, holds the broom for them. That draws a little bit heavy, slides out the back. So now it's both teams' last rock coming.
So what would you do in this case?
If I'm Philly, I think I would just try and put another rock in the house somewhere.
Because then they have to choose.
And then they have to choose.
Right. Or Sweeping Angels has to choose what they want to try and go after.
I would maybe, I'd put another rock really anywhere in the house.
Yeah.
Ideally inside of those 2 that they already have. So maybe something touching the red.
You just don't want to hit your own. Not in this case. So looks like
here comes the rock. Looks like draw weight. Starting to
slow down.
Not really starting to sweep it. They could be trying to just throw the guard to block off that draw path too.
They could.
I don't think that's going to make it to the house.
So we see this often.
So now Sweeping Angels has a choice. And it looks like they're going to go for the hit. They're going to try and come down the right side of the ice. Hey, Telestrator works. They're going to try and throw a hit right down here. Maybe hit this one and bounce over to the center.
Maybe.
That's maybe one plan. If they're or they could come in this way, hit that rock, bounce that way. That rock goes that way. This rock goes back.
Is there a C?
And red rock sits there. There's probably a plan C. You could hit off one of those other rocks. You could hit off this side rock and bounce in.
See, here it comes.
Here comes the rock. Coming pretty fast. They're sweeping hard.
And she's going to hit her own rock.
She's going to hit her own rock.
And
but
roll
into the middle.
What a shot.
Oh, they're sweeping, trying to sweep behind the line. They're not going to get it out, so Sweeping Angels gets the point. Not what they planned. That was maybe plan B or plan C, but it works.
Did we mention that one?
They
I think that was your C.
That was my plan C. That was my plan C, and it worked out for them.
That was probably their plan A.
So we'll put a point on the scoreboard for them.
We're going to give them the credit. We're going to say that was their plan A. All right, end of 3. Very close game on Sheet B and Sheet C.
Yes. Sheet C we haven't been paying attention to, but Red's put up a nice guard, high guard, and both teams have rocks. Yellow's got a rock on the button. Red's got a rock in the 8-foot.
Make sure.
And it looks like they're going to try and hit that red rock out right away.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, make sure that you open up your chat on YouTube. Happy to answer any questions. You know, when you watch the games, we know that at home you may be very new to curling and want to ask questions about what you're seeing. We're happy to try and do our best to answer them with our expert knowledge.
And again, if you're joining us late, we have 2 streams running. Our primary stream is showing sheets B and C. Our secondary stream is showing sheets A and D. We are mostly talking about sheets B and C, so if you're watching the A and D, we're not talking about the games you're watching, but we have one audio feed that goes to both. If you want to ask questions, ask your questions in the stream for the B and C games. That's the chat that I'm monitoring. We only have one chat message, and it's our friend Ken, who does all of the technical work here. You may have heard him commentating this morning's game.
So nice hit on sheet C. Didn't
Hi,
get
Ken.
both. Didn't get both, but
didn't get both, but it got one out.
so if you are watching sheet A, that's our developmental. They will be playing a shorter game. There are younger players, and they're going to be playing 6 ends.
Playing 6 ends, but playing with an immense amount of joy for those 6 ends.
Yes. They're little, and
So
they
much
have more
enthusiasm.
energy than we do. That's it, right? So much energy.
For most of them, this is the first Bonspiel they've ever played in, those teams on sheet A. So
It's really cool.
they're getting a lot of good experience here, and in future years, they'll be playing in the competitive bracket over on B, C, and D.
And do not be fooled. We have had people ask questions today about the temperature of the room. It is actually cold, but
It's about 40 degrees in there.
middle schoolers don't wear coats, though, everyone. We all know that.
Yeah, teenagers don't feel the cold somehow.
They don't feel cold. They wear shorts.
They wear shorts. They wear short sleeve shirts. They don't care.
Yeah. It is 40 degrees. It is cold. The younger ones will wear coats, but the middle schoolers lose them and switch to shorts. You do get hot.
Yes.
Sweeping is a hot thing.
I think a lot of people that just watch the Olympics maybe and only see the highest level curlers think it looks like a really easy game.
Woo.
Like I've heard it compared to shuffleboard or bocce
God.
ball or.
For shame. Don't say those words.
But it's really a very physical sport, especially once you start sweeping. You will work up a sweat and burn calories.
It's also technically extremely
Sweepers,
difficult.
yes, sweepers will peel off layers as the game goes on if you're sweeping a lot.
So something we talked about earlier is just how finite the
If you're watching sheet
rock
D,
is, right?
if you're watching sheet D, the skip Jack Davis just put a really nice shot right on the button with his last stone. Looks like they're scoring 3 over there.
So one thing we talked about earlier, when you're throwing a rack, it is a 40-pound stone. And that
It's,
granite
42 to 44 pounds
coming from one island
in Scotland.
that granite, and they are really falling and throwing simultaneously. But the speed at which they are coming out of the hack is so subtly different. So they're wearing timers, and they are the stopwatches because they're trying to gauge how fast they're coming out of the hack, which is what their foot is pushing off of. And the difference of a rack being ahead of the house, in the house, and behind is tenths of a second different. So it may look as though there's a significant difference, but it is so subtle.
It really takes a lot of body control and practice to be able to regulate your speed to the 10th of a second. That's the difference between throwing a guard and throwing a hit or throwing something right behind the house.
What are the time differences, for example?
So when we time people sliding out, we're timing from when the rock crosses that back line.
Ooh, we have a
I lost my
telestrator.
Yes. So when the rock crosses the back line, they'll start their stopwatch. When they cross the hog line, they'll hit stop.
Now I see it.
And you know, the distance between the rock traveling from the back line to the hog line, if it's 4 seconds, that's maybe going to be just barely over the hog line. If it's 3 seconds, it's a really hard hit. So just like tenths of a second, if you want to get right to the tee line, maybe you're looking at like 3.6 seconds.
3.6.
But 3.8 might be out of the house. So, you know, tenths of a second's difference in your delivery speed affects how far that rock goes. And the sweepers can affect it too. You'll see the sweepers working hard out there. When you sweep a rock, you are very subtly melting a little bit of moisture in front of that rock. Gives the rock a little less friction. Sweeping does not speed up or slow down the rock, but sweeping does allow the rock to carry its momentum further. So you can sweep a rock to carry it. Good sweepers can maybe carry it 10 feet or so.
It's incredible.
These juniors out here today, sweeping probably affects the rock maybe 6 to 8 feet in how far it travels. Sweeping also causes the rocks to make that curling break in later. So if you want to keep the rock going straight longer, you can sweep it to keep the rock straight and delay when it breaks to the side. You'll hear skips yelling line if they want people to sweep to hold the line.
Generally speaking, it is the skip that can see that line too, because the sweepers that are walking along with the rock, they can't really see what direction that rock is heading. They can gauge the speed, and they can give their best guess as to where they think that rock is going to stop. But it's the skip that's looking at the line and giving feedback. It's just really a game of communication.
So right now on sheet B, sweeping Angels have one in the house. Philly Dream Team has a really nice guard out front, which
they
is
just got past.
They just get past the guard to get the second rock down to the house.
Is it going to slow? It does.
It's slow. And those rocks are spaced about 3 feet apart. That makes it very hard to get what we call a double, to hit both rocks out at once when they're that far apart and that level with each other. Not impossible,
no,
but pretty difficult.
So unlike, for example, if you do archery, which I've done, it is not a point based on how close they are. So it isn't that the red is worth a certain number, the white is worth a certain number. It is just who is the very closest to the button.
1 point for each rock that's closer than the opponent. Here comes the hit on B.
They get it.
Over on sheet C, Stilp versus the Sigma Moggers.
Looks like another hit.
Again, no guards this end either.
It's really aggressive.
But they do have 2 rocks in play. Each team has a rock in the house, so it's not an empty house like we saw last end.
Yes, so more aggressive playing on that side. Less, the strategy does slow down the game because you're trying to, like a chessboard, think about where you can put defenders, and in this case, you can just try to make the hits. If you have some really strong players that can throw hits, you might use that as your strategy. And it looks like she's going to try and nose this yellow out and maybe get it to stick around because it's a right on it.
It's a little heavy. It's going to slide through. On sheet B, sheet C,
that's
they do
exactly
hit it,
what she wanted.
Yep. Hit it out the back. So now red has 2 in the house, and now it's yellow's turn to try and make a hit.
So curling is a really great sport. If you haven't tried it, it is an awesome sport to start at any age of your life. We have a lot of people that post-pandemic came out to learn. You can come to any of our Learn to Curl or open houses here at Potomac. You just come to our sign up on our website.
curldc.org. I think we have an open house next week, and we have a Learn to Curl in 2 weeks.
And there's food.
But if you're not local, to Laurel, Maryland, a lot of curling clubs around the country have open houses and Learn to Curls. The sport is growing. We want to grow the sport. Most clubs host events. If you want to learn, it's never too late to learn. I started at age 46. I never even thought about curling before that. So
I think
never too late to learn a new sport. Very fun, very social sport to get involved in.
I think that we have a nice hit game going over on C.
Both of these teams like the hit game.
They like the hit.
It's going to be a very low-scoring, tight game when you play that way. But if you have the technical skill to do it, why not?
So you say you started at 46. That does age you a little, You should say, I started at 25.
Yeah.
Now they know that you're not a young chick. That is one advantage to starting little. We see that, you know,
Yes.
their center of gravity. They're
Some of
closer to
these
the
kids
ground.
started at age 6.
It is
that's
an
when
advantage.
that's when our Middle Rockers program starts. You can start that early as a kid. We have teams here from a bunch of clubs today. Sweeping Angels are from Potomac. Philly Dream Team is from the Philadelphia Curling Club. Stilp is a mix of players from a couple different clubs, but the skip, Freya Stilp, is from here at Potomac. Spooky Sweepers and Potomac 3, we said, are both developmental players from here at Potomac. Team Davis is a all Potomac team. Team Carlson is a mix of players from a couple different clubs on the East Coast. Not out there playing during this draw, but earlier today we had team from Bucks County Curling Club also on the ice.
It's a really great way for these kids to get to know other curlers and expand their community here. It's a great way to meet friends. They have a really fun event later tonight, what you've been telling me about.
After these games, they're going to have dinner. I believe it's a taco bar. I can see them setting it up over there. And then they have a party tonight. They're going to do raffles with prizes, and then they're playing a game called Nuclear Curling, which is just chaos out there. I don't understand the rules, but it's fun to watch. Kids form teams at the near end of the ice, and they can throw at all 4 houses at the other end of the ice to try and get their rocks to count.
I was trying to explain to you that game Holy Moly on TV. It sounds like just a total version of mini golf, but in a chaotic sort of way. Feels like you were saying they can throw from any corner to try and get to the other sheet.
All right, over on sheet C.
Again.
Sigma Moggers with a nice end there, picking up 2. After all those hits, they did end up managing to score 2 with hammer.
So over here on sheet B, the end of 3, we've got 2 rocks left for Philly Dream Team. They're going to throw the first. Their skip is going to throw the first of the final 2. And it looks like he's going to go for the hit on the Sweeping Angels red stone right in the center. Now, I think he's going to want it to hang out.
Yeah, he's going to want to hit and maybe bounce over to the side, just on the inside of that other red.
So, all right.
And it overcurled a little bit.
It did. It's still
didn't stay behind the guards, so it's visible from the far end.
It is closer than that red.
Sweeping Angels already lining up the shot to try and hit it.
Over here on sheet C, looks like we're coming into the house. It's a little fast to be a guard. They're going to get it.
Yep.
Right.
Wasn't gonna stop in guard territory, so they decided to sweep it into the house.
I think we'll have another hit game over here.
That sets us up for hit again on sheet C.
Which, I mean, if you can do it, it can be a fun way to play. Earlier, we saw a team with an entire wall of guards to work with.
A whole cloud of guards to work with in the last
calling
game.
the cloud. It is really difficult to throw guards. To get that rock to stop ahead, that space between the hog line and the house is not big. And to get your rock to slow down and stop, as Mike was showing you earlier, on either 1, 2, or 3, it's a tricky place to get your rock to stop.
If you're watching sheets A and D, sheet A, they have a lot of guards right now. They have 1 biting the top of the 12-foot. Sheet D, Davis put up 2 really nice corner guards, but it's Carlson that has 4 rocks in the house already.
We get a good guard over here on B. It's not on the center line, but it is later in the game. So that tick roll
cleans out the house again. Empty house.
So tick roll doesn't apply. He can hit that rock.
After the 5th rock, all rocks are fair game.
He's going to try and hit that rock, run it back, I think, and get a yellow in the house because they have the final throw here, which is called hammer. And if they get the point, then Sweeping Angels will have hammer next go around, and they'll have the advantage. But as of now, I think they're trying to go for the 2
Yellow has, Philly Dream Team has.
They have
one point right now. They're going to try and clear this guard, I think.
Yeah, they do run the risk of pushing it back.
Oh yes, they're trying to run that yellow rock back into the house.
For 2. He's just got to get the line just right.
Just off, but they not quite
enough.
Strong enough to tap it back far enough. They moved it a couple feet, but not far enough to get to the house.
So that's 1 for Philly Dream Team. Now it's 3-1 for Sheet B.
1 for Philly Dream Team.
We're almost coming up to halfway through this draw. If you're just tuning in, this is the Potomac Curling Junior Bonspiel weekend. This is draw number 4. We started yesterday. A lot of these teams are surely getting a little tired. I mean, I know they're young, but it's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games to play a Bonspiel. I think a lot of people get surprised the first Bonspiel they play and how physical it is to have to play so many games in such a short time. You could be playing, these teams will be playing 4 or 5 games in 3 days.
It's a lot.
Which does take a toll on you.
Maybe more so when you're
old. maybe they have unlimited energy, but
that's why we caffeinated, because broadcasting is really tiring. We do feed them well. They do have some delicious. They have a chocolate mousse bar tonight.
I'm sticking around for that.
So if you're just tuning in, we're about halfway through. They have 2 hours and 10 minutes of game time. All the teams have that, or up to 8 ends, whichever comes first. They are also always welcome to end on a handshake if the point spread is too big to overcome. And that's
all of these games are very
close.
Wow,
what a great
that
guard.
Is an excellent guard. Oh, it's just going to slide a little off the center line, but still, that's a good center guard.
So if you don't know the rule for the center line, tell them the tick rule.
Center line tick rule for the first 5 rocks. If one of these guards is touching the center line, the other team cannot tip it off.
Just like right here on sheet C.
See that on sheet C. It's touching the center line.
You might have a hard time seeing it at home. It's really on the top of your screen at home, but sheet C, there it is. That is over that center line, which means
has to be fully over the hog line.
And it is.
And it is.
They cannot touch it.
Touching the center line, that rock cannot be moved off the center line.
Or what will happen?
Or replace the rock and take the other rock out of play.
Yeah, the red will be out of play. And because you only have 8 rocks, you really don't want to run the risk of having a rock out of play.
That's a fairly new rule in the last 2 years.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
We've had the rule for many years that the first 5 rocks, if they are guards outside the house, you cannot hit them for the first 5 rocks.
Looks like she's trying to get one right into the center. Oh, just
Slides
over.
Just past to the back of the 8-foot.
Now you
touching the 12-foot now.
See the yellow, the skip for
sheet C.
Sigma Mogger on sheet C. The skip was just sweeping that rock because once it passes the T, can you highlight the T line for them on C? They can see what that is. Once it passes that point, their skip is allowed to encourage the opponent's rack to continue traveling too fast. Not allowed to touch it until it goes past that point, and only one person's allowed.
So
another great shot over on sheet B.
Oh,
right on the
another center line guard.
Wow.
Over on C, Sigma Moggers, really nice draw right down to that red rock.
Just kissing it.
Just kissing it. Bounced it a little bit.
So now
yellow does have a, I'm not sure red can hit that yellow rock without taking their own red rock out
I don't know.
They're so close.
Both games right now, B and C, we have great guards. Close games. Still very early.
Oh, that's fast.
You just heard maybe the skip yelling, this is fast. I think that was for Sweeping Angels, a little bit faster than he wanted it. It might just go through.
Yeah, they wanted that rock to
a little too heavy.
The house behind all those nice guards, but it's too heavy. They're jokingly trying to sweep behind the rock. That doesn't actually work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
We've all tried it. It has never worked.
All right, but over on sheet C, she does get it. She gets a really nice, on the white paint, placement, it is looking closer than that
Yes.
yellow, so they're sitting 1. And they put it right behind the guards. Now, it's hard to see at home. It looks like those guards are really far away, but they're not. They are right in the line of sight on sheet C of the person that is trying to throw. And looks like yellow's going to try and come in from the opposite direction. Do what she just did on Team Stilp.
Is that going to be too heavy? Nope, that one's
Nope.
stop.
Again, it's just like kind of
That
dying
rock's
off right
stopping
there.
Right above the tee line in the red 4-foot circle.
Wow, what a matchup
Didn't
over
curl
here.
as much as I think they wanted. It's not behind the guards.
No, it is right on center. Look at that shot. For Sigma Moggers, that is,
They put one right on the button.
again,
Very nice draw.
both sides, really nice matchup.
Yeah, close games in this draw.
Sometimes we've seen some bigger point spreads. And so again, we have a tie game on sheet A with our developmental league.
Oh, no, I think they posted.
And here we go. We're coming in on sheet B. Again, I think a little too heavy. But they got it. That's exactly what they wanted. I'm really glad. So I think if it's too heavy, one thing to consider is that the speed of the rock is going to change the line. So the faster a rock is going to go, the less it is going to curl at the end. And so
are they going to get the hit on C? They do.
They
make
do.
Hit. They push that yellow rock just far enough. Not going to go wholly out the whole way out of the house.
So
but it is still biting the back.
So they are trying to gauge two things. They're putting the broom on the ice to show where they want that stone to be thrown. And they are telling the person throwing the stone how hard they want to throw it, how hard they want them to throw it, and where they want to aim it, because it's going to curl. As you can see, it moves, and just like that, they get the hit, and they get the Sweeping Angels rock right out of the center on sheet B.
Clean house on sheet B now. Sheet C, more complicated house on sheet C. Looks like
Yep. Some really good guards. We've got a nice back line there preventing them.
rock
So
one, two,
three,
four.
four.
This one's 5, even counting in the back.
And 2 really well-placed guards super out in front, just past the hog line. You can hear the grown-ups in this room. If you can hear them at home getting rowdier. It was a nice mellow space earlier today.
These
a lot
are
of people
close
still
games,
sleeping
a
in.
lot of cheering going on.
Okay, so now we've got a bigger target to hit here, and sheet C looks like she's going to go
On C,
right
they're
for the
sweeping-
button.
Sweeping hard on C.
They
to try
really
and come
want
down
that
the-
line.
They just want to just come down and right on top
Oh, whoa. Wow.
of the Very nice shot.
Exactly what she wanted.
And with all those rocks in the back of the house, those become catchers. If yellow
That's right.
wants to try and hit that red rock out, there's a lot of rocks behind it that are going to move instead. Very hard to remove that red rock with one shot. It's going to take at least 2 shots to get that out of there.
So you can hit your rocks. You can hit your opponent's rocks after those first 5. There is sometimes a strategy to hit your own to help clear things out. You can hit your own guards. You can hit their rocks as well. Right now it looks like Team Sigma's trying to figure out how they're going to deal with this rock in the center of the button on
They can't.
sheet C.
It's very hard to hit directly because don't lose sight of this yellow guard all the way
That's
up by
right.
the hog line.
Right. You
That's
can't throw a
protecting the
straight
center line.
shot,
You can't throw a straight shot down the center with that guard there.
So what that means is that it's going to have to slow down in order to curl around it, and getting a hard hit, you can't.
They might think about, they've got 2 rocks left. We're up to Skip's rocks.
All right, so hypothetical. It's the Olympics. What are they going to do? They're going to run the guard back.
They might just come down and freeze another rock onto that red rock.
You think so?
And red has hammer.
Can
right?
you show me? Can you use your?
So they could come down and put another rock right there, sandwiching the red rock. They're not going to score with that strategy, but red has hammer, and usually when you have hammer, your goal is to score 2 or more points. And if you don't have hammer, limiting the other team to only score 1 is called a force, and that's an acceptable outcome when you don't have the hammer. So that might be what they're playing for here, is to force
got a
Stilp
curl.
to 1.
It's got a
needs
curl.
to curl, and it needs a
needs to curl. Here it comes. We're watching it come in. It's not quite gonna do it.
Yeah, they need to sweep. They didn't want to sweep too much earlier because they don't want it to go too far. So now
over here, great
now
hit.
Stilp has a chance. Now Stilp is going to try and come down and just tap their red rock to get 2 in the center. If they hit their own red rock, the red rock, all the energy is going to transfer to that yellow rock, and the yellow rock's going to pop back. And Stilp could have 2 in the 4-foot circle, and this red rock up here would be the 3rd one if they can make it work.
Let's see what they're going to do. So right now she's cleaning off the rock. Any bit of debris on the bottom of the rock, hair.
So the draw path is right here.
Trying to clean the rock off, make that
hit the red.
Clean as they can.
And the yellow pops back.
Over here on sheet B, they're going for the hit, it looks like.
Maybe the hit and roll under if they can. It's a little wide for the hit and roll. It's a nose hit. It's going to hang out there, but does clear the yellow.
Here we go on sheet C. First of their last 2 rocks to throw. This is their skip. Skip throws the final 2 rocks on each team. So red has hammer, so this is their first of the final 2. And they'll have the
hard
last.
to try and get that rock
they
all the way to the
They
button.
want to kiss their other rock. Can they do it? Oh!
Got it.
Wow.
And nudges the yellow just a little bit back. That's going to be hard to tell which one is closer now.
So one of the questions then is, does yellow have a shot to take those 2 out? Now that red is just to the side of the center. Now it feels like they have more of a direct line.
Right?
It doesn't have to
yellow
curl
rock
as
at
much.
the top is still protecting half, so you can't come direct at it.
But now that this one
you can come with a very gentle curve.
Yeah.
You can still throw pretty hard and hit this side of the rock to pop that rock out to the side.
So this would be a plan A, B, C situation.
And if nothing else, just
try to get them to 1.
This is the last rock of the end. Throw it in there and move some rocks around.
Right. Let's see. It's a really nice, strong throw. Looks like he's trying to get it to do just that. On sheet C, got even other teams watching. See what this rock's going to do.
Even the teams on the other sheets beside them are watching to see if he makes this hit.
Oh, not quite enough on it. Again, as a rock comes to the end, it's going to slow down.
So red has 1 more rock, though. Red has hammer. They've got 1 more chance to put another rock in that 4-foot red circle.
So
try and score 3.
As a rock comes to the end, it's going to slow down. It's going to lose speed, and every rock that it touches will slow its momentum even further. So I'm over here on sheet B.
Hit weight rock coming in.
For the
trying to chip that yellow rock out.
I like the line.
I like it. They're going to hit it just past the
there
nose
we go.
and roll towards the center. They didn't quite get to the center line, but it is behind. Once again, don't forget there's this high guard that's protecting the center line up there. Protects the direct hit right behind it. So any hit is going to have to come around at a lower speed to make that hit.
So red has hammer. So on sheet B, there are only 2 rocks left to throw. Their skip on Philly Dream Team is going to try and come up with something here. And then Sweeping Angels will still have 1 more attempt.
And on sheet C, Team Stilp's last red rock coming in. Can the sweepers drag that rock all the way to the 4-foot? They're sweeping hard now.
Gotta get
Looks like they're going to make it.
And I don't.
Very nice.
I think that's 3.
3 red.
3 for red, which makes our score 4-2 on sheet C. Stilp. Sigma 2. The end of 5. We're at the end of the first hour of 2 hours of gameplay, or 8 ends, whichever comes first. Over on sheet B, for the final rock for Philly Dream Team, who is up by 2. Looks like they're going to try and get it right into the center if they can get it past these guards.
Sweepers working hard to get it there.
Oh, that was so close. Oh, can they do it? Sweep, 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 sweep. Yeah.
Yes. Touching the button. Very nice.
Great shot. Awesome sweeping. It was really good sweeping. So earlier we were talking about sweeping. It often at home, it's hard to tell, but it isn't the speed of the sweeping that really impacts the ice as so much the weight. Last week when we had our awesome Olympian here, he had our
you might see the balloon
curlers.
going across.
Oh yeah, you can see it across the camera. That is the closest to the button balloon. We're gonna have them slide it over the balloon.
Yeah,
They
so
got
just
it.
ask them to move it out from in front of the cameras.
Thanks, guys. So we had the smart broom last week, and everyone was able to use that. And one thing everyone, I think, was learning was that our speed, if it's up too high, you can't put as much weight behind the broom, and so you'll have less impact. The goal is to have 50% of your body weight on that broom. So you can see if you are going too fast, it's hard to do that. So you'll see lots of different techniques, right?
Watch some of the older high school students who have been coached for a long time really putting all of their body weight over the top of the broom.
That's right.
Get as much pressure as they can. That broom, as it goes back and forth, melting just the very top layer of the ice, makes the ice a little wet. That reduces the friction. That allows the rock to keep its momentum and travel a little bit further.
And on sheet C, Team Stilp just puts one right in the house to start to lead off our end of 5. And on sheet B, this is our final rock.
Last rock at the end. Hammer rock coming on sheet B for
really
the Sweeping Angels.
Really exciting. They're trying to figure out how they're going to deal with this.
Checking where they want the broom placed, checking the line for where they want it to go, reconsidering their placement. I think instead of the draw, they're now going to try to come in from the other side.
Do you think they're going to nudge their own into
the
yellow?
Yeah, they're going to try and hit their own.
Can you show us?
They're going to try and come in this side, hit their own red into the yellow, push the yellow out.
So how heavy does that rock have to come down?
It needs to be not a full-on hit, but maybe like a hack weight hit or a backline hit, just to get enough to kick that yellow rock out to the back of the house.
It's got a curl, and it's just
going
wide.
to sail wide and slide through. So
a little bit too much
going
weight.
To score 1.
So a heavier rock is not going to curl as much. So it looks like he threw it just a little heavy. It didn't curl at the end like he wanted. And Philly stays ahead, 4-1 on sheet B.
Philly steals 1 without the hammer. Over on sheet C, we've got Leeds throwing their guards now. Although sheet C hasn't had a lot of guards in this game.
A lot of hits.
They're not throwing the hit. First red rock is in the house, but this doesn't look like a hit this time. It looks like, oh, that's because it's red throwing again.
It is a guard.
It will be a guard.
It's a guard right on the center, so you're going to have to avoid that. The Sigma cannot hit that rock.
I couldn't see where the yellow rock is. You
it's
can see the yellow rock on the overhead view, but you can't see it on the house view at the top of the screen. It's on the very corner.
Can you circle it? I think it's hard to see at home. This is a guard. It is in play.
All the way over there. That's this rock down here is in play. Hard to see.
Might
be a tripping hazard later in the end for the sweepers.
And over on sheet B, we're throwing a guard, it looks like.
Oh, that's going to come in nicely right to the center.
Right to the center. Not quite on center line. Maybe can't see up that far.
So the strategy for these teams, the teams that don't have the hammer this time, which would be Philly and Stilp on C, they want to clog up the middle of the ice as much as they can. Teams that do have hammer would prefer to keep the center of the ice open and maybe play to the sides of the house, leave the center open for later shots at the end so that their skip maybe can draw to the center with their last rocks.
C looks like he's trying to have it come right into the center and touch the red.
Maybe even tap that other rock back.
It's a little bit off, but
It
was close.
It's going to stay in the house. It's not going out. It's in the back of the house now. Clean house on sheet B. No rocks in the house yet, but 2 guards. It's a really high red guard and a nice closer yellow guard. Sweeping Angels have the hammer. That means they have the last throw in this end, which is why their guard is over on the side. They don't want guards
sweeping
up the middle.
Really hard over on sheet B, trying to get it across the hog line.
Trying to get enough momentum to keep that rock moving
across.
It's going to make it across the hog line. Not much more, but they got it across.
It's a great guard, though, because of the
Again, it
red
blocks
guard.
up the middle.
Yeah.
Blocks up the middle, clogs up the middle of the ice, makes it hard for the team with hammer red to get draws into the house now. You can see him putting the broom all the way over at the side of the sheet. It's got to be a really wide draw now to get around that high guard off the center line.
So on sheet B, you can see the skip in the back. He's got his arm out.
Here's the target that they're throwing at all the way over here. The rock's got to come around all of this to get to the center now.
So they need it to curl. They need the speed to be right.
Here comes the rock in. Looks a little heavy.
Too
Nobody's
heavy.
sweeping.
So it's not going to curl as much as
And it's going to slide.
they wanted to. Is a little too heavy.
Also didn't curl in much. Sometimes that happens when you haven't played a lot on the sides of the sheet.
The ice is
Nobody's swept over there on the ice. It can be a little unpredictable about whether that rock's going to go faster or slower or curl in. You know, you don't really know what happens when you get that close to the sideline.
All right, and so now we have another coming down from Philly Dream Team on sheet
If you're watching the sheet A,
they are going to try and do
Sweepers put a very nice rock with their last one into the house, but it's tough question now. Which one's closer, red or yellow? It looks like yellow from our vantage point, but our camera isn't directly above the button, and so
will they do the measurement?
they might want to do a measurement.
That is super fun when they do that. You know, so over on sheet
they've
B,
decided.
Sheet B just had the same issue. They tried to bring in, draw in behind this wall of nice guards that they have out front, and the yellow couldn't do it either. So red's going to try again. Looks like we're trying still to draw into the center. This one is a little bit slower. They might get it this time.
They're sweeping hard to get it to the house.
Yep. I think that
really
they
needs to curl more and travel more. I don't think it's going to make it. It's going to be another guard.
close.
But because it's their guard, instead of trying to curl around it with their next throw, they could actually try and hit their own rock and knock their own rock back into the house. Might be a slightly easier play than trying to draw around such a wide guard.
Really fast rock over on sheet C. Looks like he's trying to get the hit. Take out one of these rocks for Team Stilp right in the front, and it is a little wide. Just a hair off. Over here on sheet B. Looks like exactly what he's going to try and do. He looks like they want to run their yellow back. They're going to hit their own guard or sneak past it. Wow, really great. just
Oh,
heavy.
it's going to slide past the
Yeah, but
it's not going to go out. It's going to stay in.
you got a piece of it. So
Looks
you
like
hear
Sweeping Angels is going to try and come around from the other side this time.
so we have Corinne. Corinne is going to be throwing. This is Corinne's playing second.
Corinne is also a friend of the broadcast team. She plays on our Sunday night team.
She does. We love Corinne. Corinne also always plays in shorts, so you gotta respect that.
Does not feel cold.
I don't understand it.
On sheet C,
It
Team
is so cold.
Stilp is going to try and promote their own rock into the house. They do make it. Doesn't outcount that yellow at the back of the house, though.
All right, so Corinne's rack, she is traveling along with their rack. It looks like they're trying to nudge their red back, and they
make contact, but not enough
enough
force to get it there. Nice idea, though.
Yeah, just a hard thing to do. It's really hard.
Yes.
As we were saying earlier, just a difference of tenths of a second will affect how that rock behaves and how far it travels in a much bigger way than you might think,
And
by
is
several
Philly gonna try
feet.
the same thing. No, Philly's going to come in from the left side now. Over on sheet C, Sigma Moggers are trying to throw a hit at that little triangle of red rocks at the top of the house, trying to get one or two of them out of the way.
They get one.
They get one out. Now they have their own guard instead in the same spot, but as we saw on the other sheet, you can try and promote that guard into the house for yourself now.
Oh, and over on sheet B, I'm not
The
sure
draw's
this is what they
coming in.
wanted.
No, it's going to make
Oh,
it to the
just
house.
makes it.
Made it around
Whew.
that guard. It's in the house. It's going to slide to the back of the house, but it's counting. And
Two
with
in.
all those guards up front, not a clean draw path to the button for either team.
So you're
Let's see what they're
also
gonna do. Looks like they're talking about hitting that red rock back.
Yep.
Either you hit the red rock back into the two yellows at the back of the house, or if you miss, at least you've cleared that red guard out of the way
It's
for
like
yourself.
a plan A, plan B, plan C. Oh, here we go.
Here it comes.
And
Got a piece.
oh, it's not.
It's in the house.
It's got to get in a little bit more of the white.
It's going to curl a little bit out, stay outside.
Still yellow.
Still yellow, but only still yellow too.
Yeah,
But they do clear the draw path on the left side, so they have a shot at the draw on the other side now. But Philly Dream Team's going to try and take that draw path away first.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
On C, Sigma Moggers. Looks like they're going to try and maybe promote their own yellow, tap it up into the house.
And over here on sheet B, throws away. They have 2 rocks remaining after this. They're both skip rocks. Final 2 rocks, and it looks like they're gonna
They made
put
the
another
hit
one
on
in there.
C, but they hit it a little too hard, and it slides back to the back line.
A little bit too perfect. There we go. So now we've got 3 on sheet B for Philly Dream Team. They're really taking advantage of that back corner. Hard to get a good line in this one with the guards, but they do have a clean shot if Sweeping Angels can get it. I'm gonna try and throw right at that grouping of rocks in the back on sheet B.
See if they got it.
It's a good line.
They're calling for the sweep to keep the line. Now up.
And they get it.
Bang, bang.
There we go. So now
Red
we're back.
sitting 1.
So if you're just tuning in, if you missed a little bit of the details about the scoring, the way this works, whichever rock is the closest to the center gets the point. There are no numbered sections of that target that matter. It is just whoever gets the closest, and that will be the rock that gets the point. Now, if you have 2 of the closest rocks, then you can get 2 points. So right now, red has 1 on sheet B. And so we're going to show you how that works. 1 is the red that is the closest, but they don't get 2 because 2 is the yellow.
Yellow.
3,
it looks like 3 is over here and 4 is over here.
So if yellow can take out the red, in theory, you would have 2 for yellow at the end. And so we're going to see what they're going to do. This is skips.
We're actually on skips rocks on both B and C.
Yep. Here we go. First of 2 skip rocks for Philly Dream Team. These are final 2 shots in end of 5. And sweeping hard. Still sweeping. Looks like he's trying to get it to curl in. They're really not. It's really not curling very much on that side.
Things on that left side of the ice are not curling back in the way they want them to.
Oh.
Running very straight over there, but they do
jam it up a little bit, but that doesn't.
They clog up the draw path a little bit. There's still a draw there, and red does have the hammer though, so red's going to get 2 more shots at this. Yellow only has 1 more shot.
Now, if you're on Team Red right now.
On C, we're up to the last rocks now. The red skip is about to, Team Stilp is about to throw their last rock here. They have 2 in the house over on sheet C.
All right, what are you going to do on Team?
They are going to draw and try and put another rock right in the center of the house.
Sweeping Angels, Team B.
Sweeping Angels.
What are you going to do? You're going to draw in, right? You want 2.
I would probably try and draw in, but they've been trying to draw in on the left side of the ice, and
yellow?
It's not coming.
Maybe.
Things are not curling in.
Do you think they want to take this yellow out in the front there?
They may try and.
So they can get 3? So, like.
They might want to try and hit the. Oops.
Yeah, the one you just put a 1 on?
Yeah.
Try to hit.
They might want to try and hit the inside edge of it and bounce in.
Yeah, because they don't want to accidentally hit their red out in doing that, right?
Right.
Because their red is
They don't want to run the yellow back into their own red. They want to just make contact on the side and bounce under the cover of the guards, and that'll chip the yellow out to the side.
And here
Let's
we go.
see if they make it.
This is the first of 2 for Sweeping Angels. Now it's got a good curl.
They're sweeping hard to keep line.
It's got a curl, and it's curled a lot.
It's going to hit the top guard, which
I don't think
not
they
what they were
expected
aiming
that.
for.
Nope. But now it's a really clean shot to the center. So will
Philly Dream
yellow.
Team will have an open draw to the center with their last rock, but Sweeping Angels do have hammer. They're going to get the last try.
So if you're a Philly Dream Team right now and you do not have you don't have the 1, you have to try and draw it in.
Yep. And that's what we're seeing on sheet C right now. Sigma Moggers' last shot for their skip. And he's got to draw to the button. He needs to get really anything in the white 8-foot ring is going to score a point for them.
And they really need to get this point.
Nobody's sweeping yet. They must like the weight.
That is not sheet C that you're hearing. I think that was D.
Very loud skips on sheet D.
And they're going to get it. They got it.
Just got it in
wow.
there. Very nice draw for
Moggers.
Sigma Moggers.
Good job.
Just pick up a point in the 5th end.
They get it. It is really loud in there, especially when you have 4 different games going simultaneously. And so important for the teams to communicate well using signals, body language. And here we go with the final rock on Philly Dream Team. They are going to try and get this draw into the center
because
they're
trying to get another one in. They are sweeping hard and sweeping to curl it.
They want that rock in the center. Plan B is a guard, and you hold the red to 1 because you do have the advantage.
I think they've got it.
I think so too. Wow, what a great shot.
Right down to touching the 4-foot.
Now again, red has a really nice wide open path. They have hammer.
So yeah, yellow's number 1, but this red one back here at the back of the house is number 2.
So if they get this
so
one
if they
out of the
can
way,
clear this one out of the way
yeah,
and have their own rocks stay in the white 8-foot circle,
so
they could pick up 2 points here.
So if you got a straight dead on nose hit on
straight
this
dead on nose hit works.
That's a heavy
Because
shot, right?
A nose hit is not going to roll off to the side. It's going to stick right where it is.
And
he's
doing that. He's throwing a really hard rock, nice and fast. Trying to get the line.
Very little curl on it. They're going to try and curl it a little more because it's a little bit
it's a little bit off. That is not what he wanted.
Oh, it just slides past it. So that's going to be one more point for Philly Dream Team at the end of the fifth end.
Really good effort, though, on
good try by the sweepers to try and steer that rock in. Usually when you're sweeping a rock, you're usually sweeping inside the curl, the direction that the rock is curling towards, and that helps hold the line, helps keep it straighter longer. But if you sweep the outside of the curve, you can affect it a little bit. You can make it curl a little bit more in like those last 10 feet. That's what they were trying to do there, but not enough. It was just a little bit off. So Philly Dream Team steals another point.
All right, so here we go. End of 6, sheet C. Got a lead rock being thrown of the first 2 racks for Team Stilp. They're up by only 1. It's a 1-point game.
Very nice center guard up.
And they get it right into the house over here, right behind the yellow.
And slip behind the
guard.
T-line.
It's a really nicely placed rock. It's probably a little farther back than they wanted.
Further back. You don't want your lead rocks to go behind the T-line.
But it's right behind that guard.
Looks like Sigma Moggers are going to try and follow the same draw path and draw right up to it.
Over here on sheet B, looks like we're going to get into the house, maybe.
No,
over here.
They stopped sweeping. It's going to stop there in the guard
want it
zone.
on the center line.
They wanted to touch the center line.
Hey,
oh, is it going to stop?
Really nice.
Very nice.
It's like a perfect guard right there in the front.
Touching the center line so it can't be moved off that center line. On C, they're sweeping hard, trying to get their rock into the house. They'd like to get it all the way down to maybe freeze on that red rock.
Not going to get it, but still closer.
But still in the house. If you're watching, if you do have questions, we are monitoring the chat on the feed for the sheet B and sheet C. You can ask us questions in the chat.
We will probably have something close to an answer.
When we see the question.
When
I'm toggling browser tabs back and forth between the Cellustrator and the chat.
We know things, so you should ask us questions. Oh, look at this. Great shot over on sheet B, right into the center. Wow.
Right on the button.
Right on the button.
And they're all cheering, so they get the button
cheering.
bag.
So the button bag, can you tell people what that means?
It's a little side competition going on between the teams. Anytime you get the rock on the button bag moves to your sheet, and at some point during the game, the official will come out, and whoever has the button bag in their possession on their sheet at that moment wins a prize.
Button bag has been moved, though, from our camera because it was right in front of the camera for a minute. And it looks like we're going to get another one right on the button over on sheet C.
Sheet C right to the 4 foot.
So close. Yep.
Nope, just touching the button.
Just touching.
And behind that yellow guard.
There we go. Bumps it right out. Nice job from Philly Dream Team getting that red rock out of the house. Still have a nice guard out in front. We are still well within the first 5 racks, so no one can touch that yellow guard right there.
But any rock in the house is fair game.
That's right. Over here on sheet C, we have a...
Looks like they're trying to draw another rock into the 4 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Sweeping hard. That rock doesn't look like it has enough momentum to make it.
It's going to make it, I think.
It's going to make it over the hog line maybe, but it's not going to make it to the house.
Oh, come on, guys. There we go.
So it'll be a high guard on the right side for them.
It really does block up the line on that side, though.
Yes.
Uh-oh. We got a rack coming in on sheet B. It's got to get past this one. Oh, just
ticked a butt. That yellow rock is still touching the center line, so it's not a tick. They didn't move it off the center line.
Yeah, coming in from the other side on sheet C because of that high guard that was just put up by Sigma. Team Stilp looks like they want to get it right into the front of this house. Maybe in the 4 foot. Just shy of the 4 foot. Is it across though? It's kind of hard to see. Just close. Hard to see at home. The rocks are curved on the side. We can't always tell. They can tell out there if something is in the house.
You really have to look directly down on top of the rock
so
to tell
hard.
if it's touching the house.
Even then, it's hard to tell sometimes. Our eyes get older when we get older.
Sigma Moggers calling for the big hit. He touched the top of his head. That's the signal for throw it as hard as you can.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to throw it right at these two guards.
Right down the center. And when you throw it that fast, it's not going to curl very much. It's going to go. It's going to run straight.
He wants to get both of these out of the
blow
way.
Up all the guards, clear up the center.
And he only gets one.
Gets
two. Oh, I think that was a good plan B, though.
Did get that red rock to roll out the back side. Still in play, not out of bounds, but out of the house.
But nudged their own out.
Nudged their own out, too, but the top of the house is now clear.
Right, coming in. Nice wide draw on sheet B. Has to slow down a little bit. It's a little heavy.
Around their own guard.
It's a little heavy. It's got to slow down. Slow down.
The other skip can sweep it once it crosses the T line, and it is going to stick. It's going to hang in the back of the house, and it's importantly, it's behind this guard because that guard's there. You can still get it with a hit, but it's hard to make the direct hit on it with that guard in the way.
Okay, looks like we're going to be good with another one right in the center over on sheet C. They really want to put some rocks as close to the center. That seems to have been their strategy this entire time, is to just get them as close to the center as possible. And it looks like, as a nice happy accident, if they hit the yellow, it's okay, because then they're guarding their rocks that are in the back of the house, but close. More guards now on sheet C, less of a hit game.
Yeah, now it becomes a more technical game of trying to draw to around the guards.
Still a really close game on sheet C.
Looks like he's trying to throw the hit
on
at that red.
It's a little narrow.
It's a little narrow. Is it going to get past the guard?
No.
Yes.
Oh, wow. What a hit.
Nice hit.
Got
Chips that top red out to the side, knocks the back red out the back.
That was pretty awesome.
And now they are still stopped touching the 4 foot, and yellow now has shot rock closest to the button.
Shot rock means?
Shot rock is whichever rock is closest to the button at this moment. Still a lot of rocks to play in this end, though. They're only up to vice rocks, so a lot.
Yep.
A lot could still happen with that rock configuration in the middle.
Still have almost 40 minutes of game time left.
These teams are all in their 6th end now. I think except for sheet D, they're still finishing up the 5th end. Sheet C, they're calling for the hard sweep, trying to drag that red rock down to the house.
And I think it's going to work.
It's going to work. They're
some
trying
really
to
good
curl
sweeping.
It, trying to get some extra curl to get behind the guards.
Oh, she's working hard. She got it.
Yep, they got it to the 4 foot.
Whew. Excellent sweeping on sheet C.
So there is a clear hit path, though, to get it.
Yep.
But once you hit it, where does it go? Does it hit?
Yeah,
does it come straight back and hit the red, and then you stick, and it would still be the first rock? If it comes a little off the side, you have the danger of knocking your own rock out too.
See where his comes.
So as a skip, you always want to think about what's the good miss and what's the bad miss
That's
here.
right. I don't know. This looks like it might
Here it
not
comes.
go.
Oh, and they're going to hit their own red.
Oh, that is not what he wanted. But
their own guard out.
it's all right. So over here on sheet B, you've got 2 rocks for sweeping angels. They are sitting 2. They are down by 4, so
2.
that would be really great if
And
they
then
could.
Yellow
up
has
2.
3 and 4 out here at the edge, at the top edge. Over on sheet C, this is rock 1, 2, 3, 4 rock. So red's closest to the button at the moment, and they're going to try and put it. Looks like they might be trying to hit that yellow out of the house entirely, which could give them 4 rocks in the house if the shooter sticks around.
Go really nice throw. Yep. Great throw on sheet C. She's trying to get the yellow right here, and I think she's going to get it.
Get it just
Exactly
past
what she
and
wanted.
Knock it straight back and out of play.
It's a great throw.
Just a matter of angles there. You hit it a little off to the side, and you could run it back into your own reds, but hit just the right angle. They're giving each other. She's giving the sweepers high fives out front for that one.
Your sweepers can really make your game or break
Yes.
your game.
Over on sheet B.
Can't tell if that red or
Sweeping Angels
yellow.
took out one of the yellows.
Can you tell? I can't quite tell which one's closer. From
Hard
where
to
I'm
see from
sitting
the
and
overhead. It looks like red might be closer, but it's
Just-
hard to tell from the overhead view. We can't.
from here, sitting here, it looks like it's closer. Looking straight out.
Yeah, I can't tell. You would have to look right down on top
Yeah.
of it to see.
All right, here we go again. Philly Dream Team.
They
This
don't want to
is
leave it to chance. They're going to take out one of those, try and take out the back reds.
Last of the Vices throws. They're going to try, and they'll get it. All right. So now
Yep,
we've got
they got
red
one
sitting
out.
1.
Red sitting 1, yellow's definitely 2, and we're not sure who's 3 and 4. Over on C, Sigma Moggers sailed right through. And now Team Stilp is sitting 4. Still a couple of rocks to go.
All right, here
We're
we
up
go.
to the skips rocks on C.
C, so we've got our red coming in. Looks like he's going for the hit. Oh, that's our Vice. That's the
their
Vice.
They're not skips rocks. The skips rocks
No,
on C.
they are, that
They
is
do.
excellent.
Hit it out. Red is now sitting 1 and 2.
I think they're sitting
They're
3.
still taking a close
They
look
don't know.
at 3 and 4. They don't even know. I don't think.
Yeah. Really matters though when you're down, right? So 5-1 could make it a 1-point game, a 2-point game, or tie it up, depending on where that red rock is. Just yelling to sweep very hard over here on sheet C. They
Sweepers
now
trying to drag
are
that rock
sitting
into the
5.
house. Sitting 5.
Yellow has 1 more rock to throw. And red
And
has hammer.
Red has hammer, so yellow really needs to clear something out of the house because red's got another shot to put another rock in after this. Looks like they're putting the broom, setting the broom to just throw hard down the middle and try and move as many rocks as they can.
All right.
Over on B, here comes first of the skips rocks for yellow.
Coming right for, they want to get right between those 2 guards.
Trying to get it through.
I don't think they're not going to get it.
Crash into the guard.
But a wide open shot here now
Which
for,
is good for the sweeping angels to have all those guards removed and a clean shot to the tee. They may want to put a guard back to protect their rocks that they already have in the house. They could also, looks like that's what they're going to do. They also have an opportunity to put another rock in the right side of the house, really open up the house.
right
Our
Here?
right side.
Our right?
Our right.
Oh, you mean here?
Yeah, they could try and put a rock over here
Oh, I see.
behind those guards, which would give them 3 in the house and really not something that you can double or triple out if you're Philly Dream Team. It looks like they're lining up to maybe put one up here.
I don't know. It's a little heavy.
It's a little heavy. Might slip to the back.
Hopefully it doesn't hit
No
their
sweepers.
own rack. It's not
And
a guard.
on C,
It's not a guard.
on sheet C, the yellows hit, missed.
Just going to put it in the house. Sweep it in.
Team Stilp is drawing for a 6th rock in the house.
They
right
sweep
now.
it in. So team here, we've got some choices for Team Philly Dream Team. They are up. And so if you're Philly Dream Team, your job in this place is to try and hold them.
On
You don't.
C,
You want.
over on C, Team Stilp has just drawn their 6th rock into the house with the last rock. They're taking a commanding lead.
So okay, over here on sheet B, the last 2 rocks for each team. Sweeping Angels is down. So you have 1 rack on Philly Dream Team. You're going to try and do what? Throw to the center?
I'm probably going to throw a hit right down there and try and stick here and kick this red one out.
Even though the other ones could come right after you and do that.
Right. I mean, you hit it,
like
the red one goes back. If you hit it to the side, maybe the yellow shooter rolls here under the guard, or maybe it rolls here under these guards.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Let's see what they do.
Oh, no.
Is it going to?
Oh,
just
no.
missed it by millimeters.
So now we've got a really tight game happening.
They're still
over
looking
here.
at those 2 rocks to decide. They
1,
might just
2,
throw at the
3,
rock. They
4.
might just throw at the yellow rock to remove all doubt.
If they throw at that yellow rock,
Or they could just draw anything that fully
and,
in the blue circle is going
take
to
the lead.
score.
They could take the lead if that red rock is in, right?
If they can get, if they are out counting that top one, they could get 5, and that would take a lead.
It's a very exciting game.
4 would tie the game up.
So
We know they have 3. We can't really tell from our angle if they have the 4th one or not.
All right, so final rock, sheet B. Skip's going to throw for Sleeping Angels.
They're just setting up to throw the draw into the center. That
So
might mean that they think that
The
they
red.
have the red one at the top.
I think they do. I mean, I think from my angle they do.
Sweeping hard. It's not going to be
it's
enough weight to get there.
dying. Oh, no.
Well, they've had the problem all game of
Whoa.
people throwing their draws too heavy and having them slide out the back.
All right, so
But
that's,
if you're going to miss, this is the way to miss. You
All right,
don't want to be
they-
heavy and knock your own rocks out.
they still don't know.
still
Everyone
don't
is
know.
looking.
They
Are they
may
going to
need
get a
measure.
measurement?
They're asking
They're
for
calling
the
for the measurement. I think it's red. Should we make a wager? Friendly wager?
So we know it's at least red 3, and they're going to measure these 2 rocks up top to see whether
Okay.
it's red 4 or if yellow is closer, limiting them to 3.
So I bet you a Klondike bar it's the red.
A Klondike bar, that's a serious bet.
I'm going to bet you a Klondike bar that it is the red. Even more, a chocolate Klondike bar.
I do have a chocolate Klondike bar in
You
my
won't
freezer.
for long. You will not for long, if I'm right, because I'm going to say that. Unless you're not taking my bet. Do you think it's red or yellow? You can't wait
I
till
think
he
it's
measures.
red. I think it's red also.
Oh, okay.
Hard to tell though. We will see what happens.
It's really neat when they pull out the measuring tool. So what they're going to do is they're going to put the pin in the center. Can't quite see it home, but there is a tiny hole in the center of the button. That is absolute center.
Little brass pin that the point on that measuring device is going to fit into.
They're going to come around. They're going to measure. really exciting here. They've a lot of people. It is a difference of.
He's going to bring it back just to adjust where the feet are.
It is definitely a difference of a tie game or a 1-point game, so it makes a difference. I'm not gonna lie, it is hard to focus with the smell of those tacos. They smell pretty great. So I'm glad we have something exciting going on here because, oh gosh, it's close. Still
need to move those
adjust
feet. It's a tricky place to measure that far out. We don't. Usually we have the measuring tool set to do things that are a little closer in,
yeah.
and it's hard to get those feet just to the right spot where it can get around those wide stones out at the edge of the house.
All right, now he's got it.
Over on sheet C while we wait. Got a couple rocks in the house, 2 guards out front. Let's see what happens. They're going to set the little gauge to just graze the red rock. Note on the dial where the gauge is.
Tighten it up so that it's set.
Tighten it up.
He's going to. He's making sure that they see it.
Teaching
so
moment as well as a measurement. So they're going to see how far the gauge goes, make a note of where it is. And now they're going to swing around to the yellow rock and see if that gauge moves more or less.
That's red.
Oh, it's hard to tell. No, it's yellow.
It's yellow. No.
You've lost a Klondike bar.
No, you never took my bet.
I said red too, though. We both said it was red.
Then we both win.
We're both wrong.
Oh, we both lost.
So that is going to be 3. 3 for the Sweeping Angels?
3. Yeah, that's right. No. Yes, 4.
4.
3. 4. 3. It's 3.
I'll put 3
1
on
point
our
game.
I'll put 3 on our scoreboard. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, no, that's right.
We'll double check when they hang the
1
score.
point game or a tie game. So if that had been it would have been a tie. Yeah, they might fire us now. All right, so end of 7. Got about 20 minutes of game time left.
Sheet C has some guards to work with this time. Sigma Moggers have shot rock right now. Once they put those guards up, they started aggressively going to the house. And now trading hits again. That rock is just visible. It's hittable. Team Stilp is going to try and hit it out. They're sweeping to hold the line. Just cleaning in front of the rock now. They're going to hit, and they wanted to roll it under the guards, but it just hit the nose and didn't roll. So now it's red sitting 1-2 with yellow has the next rock in the back of the house. Let's see what yellow does. Playing again on sheet B. Philly Dream Team comes out immediately with the center guard, touching the center line. Very nice.
Hey, Mike. How are you?
I'm joined by Mindy Carlson now as a guest commentator.
Yeah, Laura's going to get something to eat, so I figured I would fill in.
Yes, for everybody here in the warm room, the taco bar is set up.
It's delicious. The food this weekend's been really outstanding.
It has been. It always is. Potomac Curling Club, known for its delicious Bonspiel food.
Oh, yeah, we overachieve.
Yes. We have a reputation to uphold. I understand after the taco bar, there's a moose bar.
There is a moose bar, and you can top the mousse yourself. So there will be M&Ms and sprinkles and whipped cream and some other goodies to go on top.
I'm sticking around for that.
It is really, really good.
Sweeping
it was a
Angels
hit
put up
last
guard
year.
also.
We're doing a hit this year.
Sweeping Angels puts up a guard just to the left of the center line. close game, only trailing by 1. This looked like Philly Dream Team was going to run away with it, stealing several ends in a row, but 3 in the last end to bring this game back to a close one again.
Yeah, and these guys have been playing together for about, I think this is the start of their 3rd year playing together. So they really know each other's throwing styles, release styles, how they sweep. They just need to sort of get a 4th to join their merry band. Just a little short of the hog line, which I am kind of surprised about. I thought it was going to pass.
I did too, but they were sweeping pretty frantically to try and get it there.
Corinne,
once again, rocks that don't make it the whole way to that far hog line, this dark blue line, if your rock doesn't fully cross that line, it is out of play.
Yep.
So they remove it and take it to the back.
Corinne with a really nice release. Really good rotation down the ice.
Trying to get the draw around. It's really not curling back in. It's kind of hanging out there on the side. Now it's
I think it got caught on the frost out there.
They haven't really thrown much up that side of the ice in this game, so it's a little
I like it though. It's
going
to be full 8.
It's going to be full 8, not undercover, but it did curl back. It did come back quite a bit.
Yeah, it's so, and they're going to call it control weight hit, which I think, I don't know. I mean, I would rather tap it back with a down weight.
Maybe
like
a bumper weight hit or a hack weight.
Hack weight, I think, just so that you leave yourself some backing and you don't get into a situation where you're trading hits back and forth for the whole game.
Yes, we saw a couple ends on sheet C earlier where they were just trading hits back and forth and somebody getting 1 point in the end.
But, you know, if you are confident about your hit weights, about your up weight hits, then this is the right.
Enough?
Yeah, they're going to get it.
Back enough to kick the red rock
and
back.
Are they going to keep the shooter? Yep.
Yellow's going to stick way out there on the side, but it's still in the house. It still counts.
So Trey has to make a decision about, does he go after that rock or does he? Nope, he's going to draw in behind cover. And come from the same side. Yep, come from that side.
7th end. He does not have hammer, but he needs to score a couple. He really doesn't want to let Philly Dream Team get more than 1 point here.
Well, seeing how Corinne does on this draw, they could be in really good shape because they've got 2 very nicely placed guards on the center line.
Yes.
And Corinne plays in adult leagues with us, and so I've seen them play a bunch of times. And here it comes.
Here it comes. Pretty much the same place she put the last one.
Slow down.
A little bit heavier. It's going to slide to the back of the house. Is it going to go through?
Yep.
Oh, just barely through.
Really aggressive sweeping by John Cooney. But yeah, if that had just been like tiny bit slower, they would have been in really good shape. Michael Corso with their third, fourth shot. I feel like that was about as fast as they threw the other one, but that one seems to like have not gotten caught. It's not as wide, so it's not getting caught on that frost. But that one's going to go through.
Sliding.
Is Trey even going to have to sweep it? Nope. Nope. So that line's really picked up speed.
A missed hit on sheet C for Sigma Moggers. They just went a little wide, took their own rock out off the side.
That's disappointing. Oh, and the applause in the background, sheet A, the Spooky Sweepers and versus Potomac 3 coming in.
I didn't see the final score there. Did you?
No, I didn't. They took it down already. But they did win the button bag. The Potomac 3 won the button bag. So which was full of like tons of full-size candy bars and some tickets and other wonderful things. I think it was Spooky Sweepers that won the button bag, whereas Potomac 3 may have won the war. All right, over on sheet C, coming into view, Team Stilp throwing in a well-swept draw. Yep, gonna be
over on sheet C. They've decided to end the game also.
Sheet D.
Sheet D is
Team
over.
Carlson over Team Davis. Here on sheet B, TJ getting ready to throw a draw. Or maybe a control weight takeout. Yeah, that is a takeout weight shot. Sweepers escorting it down the ice. Schuyler on it to sweep it for curl. They're going to get it over. It looks like it might. Oh, no, it just flashed right by. Just hung wide, which sometimes that can happen.
So in our developmental game on sheet A, Potomac 3 did get that last point.
Great.
Wins by 2.
That was a hard-fought game.
Sheets A and D are both final, so we're going to sign off from that live stream now.
Yep, and then we're going to still focus over here on the B and C sheet draw.
So if you've been watching the A and D, you might want to switch over to watch games still going on B and C. Otherwise, next games are tomorrow morning at 8:30.
At 8:30, yep. We'll have ours, not semifinals for these guys, just another part of the round robin draw. And then at 11:30 on Sunday, we'll have the Piper marching the curlers onto the ice. And then the finals will start at 11:45. And that will be our A event, B event, C event, and then our developmental event on sheet A.
All right. So goodbye to the people watching sheets A and D, and we'll keep commenting on sheets B and C.
All right, Trey in the hack with his first skip stone. Yep, line's good, but you got to sweep it. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. You got to sweep hard, hard, hard. See if they can hold the line. It's going to crash the guard, but Trey's going for option B, which is to tap back.
Up, not enough power to
nope,
tap
not
it back.
Quite. Not quite.
Over on C, it looks like Team Stilp has 3 rocks, out counting that yellow rock in the back. Sigma Moggers are going to throw at that red rock on the side.
This is hammer for Sigma Moggers.
This is their last rock of the end. I think they're going to try and hit it and then roll the red goes out. Shooter rolls to the center, hopefully.
Definitely
Let's
what
see
they're
if they
doing.
make the shot.
It's definitely what they're trying to do.
If they make the shot, they can get a point here.
All right, let's see. I think they've got it. Beautiful. And
is it going to go too far?
Oh,
it goes a little too far.
A little too much heat on it.
It's going to be 2 more points for Stilp.
But, man, that was a valiant attempt. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Charlie is going to do in the next couple years. That's one of the things I love about coordinating juniors and doing the junior Bonspiel for so many years is that you get to see these kids who start off, they can barely get it down over the hog line on the sheet of ice, and then suddenly they're in like the U21 playoffs and like making it to the World Championships, and it's just like so rewarding to see how much they grow and how much time and effort they put into their training of their sport.
We are up to Skips Rocks on sheet B.
Laura, you want back
Last
on?
2 rocks. It's a heavy hit weight coming for the Sweeping Angels. Nobody sweeping. They are happy with their line. Trying to curl it. They're trying to just tap their red up into the button behind the guards, and a little too hard. It's going to slide out the back. Nice attempt, though. That's probably the call I would have made also. Just a little too heavy. So now Philly has 3 in the house, and they have a chance to draw for a 4th.
Not sure that's how Sweeping Angels wanted that end to go.
Over on sheet C, they've decided to play the 8th end. It's always more fun to play the 8th end rather than having to kick all those rocks back to the far end. All right, here's the last throw for Philly Dream on sheet B. He's going for the draw. Anything touching the paint is going to count as a point.
Yeah. Bigger, much bigger point spread. And
it's coming in. Now they're sweeping it to get it to the house. I think it's in the house. I think they got it.
Well,
very nice draw for 4.
they do have time. I think they're going to play one more. They might shake.
They're discussing, but
looks like they're going to
they're hanging the score. Looks like they want to throw their rocks back, too, instead of walking them all back.
All right, so final ends for both teams. If you are tuning in, this is going to be the end of the Sheet B and Sheet C game. These are their final ends. And then after, everyone is excited to come up and have tacos. I just had tacos.
You got your tacos
They
already?
were great. They're a little spicy, but just like the right kind of spicy. And then later they have a chocolate mousse bar and a
all kinds of fun here tonight for these teams.
Whoa! So we got a piece of it over there on C. Everybody looks like at this point we are playing, having a great time, finishing out. I'm sure these guys have made some new friends today. All right. First of 2 ends for Sheet B. Going to throw. Philly Dream Team's going to put up. Lots of rotations on that rack. I wonder if it's going to make it across the hog line, though. It's really dying
Yeah, that's
off.
slowing down and dying.
Wow.
Looked good when he released it, but
Yeah.
it really slowed down about halfway down the sheet.
That's
Now, we said earlier, sometimes the sheets will speed up. The ice will speed up as they play the game. But now, there's only 2 teams still out there. The outside sheets A and D are now empty, and sometimes the opposite can happen once it's free of people out there, less body heat out there. Sometimes the ice can start to slow down again and do different things.
What am I looking at? That. So if you're tuning in to the game, you're still with us. There will be a first thing in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Sunday draw. You are more than welcome to tune in and see our teams again. There's a 11:45 late morning draw. And if you are going to join us for the 11:45, try to come early. Come at 11:30 and see the Pipers, the Montgomery Youth Pipe Band that is going to be piping everyone in to the finals at the Sunday tomorrow 11:45 a.m. game. And that will be followed by team introductions, comments, awards at 2 o'clock. All of the players are going to receive awards thanks to the Potomac curlers who have donated prizes as well as their time, their talents this weekend. It's just been an all-around really wonderful weekend here. And again, just gets it across the hog line on Sheepy.
Trying to bring that as far as they can down to the center line. Nice center guard for Philly Dream Team.
Yeah, he looks exhausted. Like,
good sweep all the way down to get it there.
And right on the center. So you really
over on C, Sigma Moggers with 2 rocks in the back of the house. Team Stilp is going to try and knock 1 or 2 of them out. On B, looks like Sweeping Angels trying to draw one into the house.
Hit the yellow. They're going to try and freeze to this yellow and stick around, but it
got
has just
them
a
both.
little bit of angle to it, so it goes off to the side and out. Right idea. Just try to get them out of there. At this point, they can also do some creative things here. It's a nice way to do some learning and workshopping of some skills. When you get to the end and there's a clear winner, we've had plenty of adult games where we've tried almost like a little mini clinic at the end. Try to set up a shot and see if you can make it. Take risks when you sort of know the game is over, but it's a great time to try out some things. Looks like over here on Sheepy, they're going to try to do a similar thing. They're going to try and
draw in from the other side, get their own rock into the house.
Right
Sweeping
up to
hard, trying to get it to carry all the way to the house.
It is slowing down right there. And they get it in this time.
Looks like they've got it.
We've got more. Over on
sheet C, they're trying to decide if that rock is really over the hog line or not.
I don't know. Tricky.
We can't tell from our angle at all. But if you can see white ice between the rock and the hog line.
And it's in. It's on the center line.
They've left it there, so it must be over the hog line.
One of the things that also happens, you might notice they are getting a little bit more bundled up. It actually gets colder in there with less people. I've definitely felt that when we're winding down. Gets colder, and now we've got
tap.
2. There we go.
They split their rocks to either side of the house with that little tap.
Over on sheet C, just trying to bring it past that guard and into the house, which she's going to do easily. And Team Stilp.
Get it right down to the 4-foot. It's behind the cover. Remember, there is this very high guard up here that's providing cover for the center of the house.
So the thing about Team Stilp, I don't know if it's just me, I've noticed that, their strategy has not been to put out a lot of guards, but one of their strengths has been they can draw it right to the button so easily that I think they're playing to that. And we've seen that all night. They just consistently can put it in the same place, take advantage of the fact that they have that skill set.
On sheet C, yellow's trying to come down and either curl around that guard or chip that guard out to the side, maybe.
Ooh, Sheepy just misses. Okay. We are at the end of 2 hours and 10 minutes, but because we're at the very end of
they are allowed to
these,
finish the end that they're on.
And I'm sure when they finish and come out, you will hear raucous applause from all of these parents and family members and friends who've been watching and cheering for them from in here in the warmer room. Some may call it a warm room.
I'm fine.
And great line over here on sheet C. Easily gets the hit.
Sheet C, Team Stilp makes the hit.
Same. Sheet B did not. I don't think B wanted theirs to go as far.
No.
But
Still hanging around the back of the house.
so here we are. Yellow with
a hit coming in. Are they
Vice.
trying to peel their own trying to peel that red guard out?
I think so.
Gonna
Yep.
is it going to hit their own?
Oh, that is not what they wanted.
Not what they wanted, no. They do get the guard out of the way, but they took their own out also.
All right, so
over on C, Sigma Moggers makes contact, pushes that red rock back to the back of the house, and looks like yellow's sitting closest to the button now.
all right, so looking up here at our Vice now for Sweeping Angels. Communication here with the skip and the Vice. The Vice saying that maybe wanted a little bit more narrow. And here we go. First of the two Vice's throws for Sweeping Angels.
It's a little fast for a draw.
Are they trying to get rid of that yellow guard? Are they trying to come between it?
I think they're trying to
They're going
down to the
take out their own rock.
Oh, it is going to slow down. No, it's going to stick around. It's just going to freeze.
Oh,
both of their rocks
wow.
still in play in the house in the back there.
So, yeah, Philly Dream Team is definitely going to take the hit. Here they're going to...
Sheet C, Team Stilp continues to hit any yellow rock that lands in the house. Sigma Moggers coming back. They're going to try and get their own hit now.
Philly Dream Team, a nice heavy throw. They're trying to get to the back. They do not want to hit this guard in the front, so they're sweeping for line. Oh, that is not what he wanted to do. They did get rid of a guard, so it's wide open in the front, but still have two in the house over here. Sweeping Angels is, if you're looking at the scoreboard, they are down by 5. They do have Vice's second rock coming up. So are they gonna, oh, looks like he wants to put it behind the two yellow guards for Philly Dream Team on sheet B. So wants it to curl in.
Where he's put the broom, I think he wants to freeze to those two reds.
Looks a little bit like it's going to curl in, though, behind if they can get it past the house. I don't think they're going to make it to the house.
And it's a little wide.
All right, so
But effective as a guard, that could make the direct hit on those back red stones a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
Still possible, just harder to do now.
Again, thanks for everybody for listening and cheering for all of our youth curlers at the Potomac Bonspiel Youth Junior Bonspiel weekend here at Potomac Curling Club in Laurel, Maryland. Check out our website for more information. There are 2 more draws tomorrow morning at 8:30 and a final draw at 11:45 a.m. All of our players will be playing again. Their final draws. This is the first of the final 2 rocks for the skip for
the
Philly Dream Team.
The format this weekend, it's pool play for the first 4 games.
And
then we'll look at the standings after the pool play is
hit
over.
and they miss.
Oh, slides right past,
Right
just missed by a little bit.
past.
Still This will be the first skips rock for
Technically,
Sweeping Angels.
technically not impossible to tie the game. They've got
two in
two
the
out
house.
there. They got two in the house, and they've got a guard out front if they could bump it
No,
back.
you can't bump that. You can't bump that guard back.
I
and
like miracles. I believe in miracles.
If it was a tight guard, yes. If that guard was close to the house, you could split the guard and get both in and tie the game.
See? Now we're living in the dream space. All right, here we go. First of the final two skip rocks for Sweeping Angels.
We're up to skips rocks on sheet C also. Team Stilp has two in the house.
I really like this one. I like this one. You gotta hold the line.
Sweeping hard to keep the line, keep it going straight. They don't want to hit the guard.
Really nice line.
Oh.
Oh, no. That's not what they wanted. But it does prevent maybe the skip from knocking out the back in the back two of
On
the
sheet
house.
C, it's the last rock for Team Stilp. Coming in. Looking to draw. I think they're just looking to draw another stone into the house. Not looking to really hit anything.
Just going to tap theirs in.
Maybe tap theirs. Oh, they did. They tapped both in.
All right, final rock for yellow on sheet B. Philly Dream Team. Looks like they're going to try and come right between.
Right between those guards, back to the back.
It's a little, ooh, it's not going to work. Just missed
And
it.
that guard does its job. Final rocks on both sheets coming up.
Sweeping Angels.
On sheet C, Sigma Moggers are lined up. They're going to take one more hit at this back red rock. Try and hit it out and stick in the house. Maybe score one. Sweeping Angels with hammer. They already have two in the house. They're going to try and put a third in. They're going to slide at almost the same time.
I know.
Big shots for both skips.
All right, here we go. It's a heavy hit on the Team C coming in.
Sweeping
Try
frantically on C,
Oh.
but they're going to crash into the guard.
Whoa.
And that is going to be it.
And on Team B, she gets the shot right in the center.
Right,
There
touching
we
the
go.
button.
Great way to
Very
end.
nice.
Very
Great way
nice
to end the
job.
game with 3 points.
Excellent way to end. Sweeping Angels, final score 9-7. Really great comeback over here on Sweeping Angels side. Again, thanks for being with us. We
Thanks
had a
for
great
listening.
time.
I'm Mike Steele.
I'm Laura Weiss. We will see you later. Have a great night,
We have
everybody.
games tomorrow morning at 8:30 for Draw 5.
Are
the
you
last
here at
round of-
8:30?
I am here at 8:30
Ooh, it's early.
as a parent and probably not as a web commentator.
Not without coffee.
Not without a lot of coffee.
All right, thanks, everybody.
All right.
Have a good night.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.